So I have no idea what's happening for playoffs. No clue, honestly. I guess we just gotta try and win, maybe? Hey guys, what's up? IrishEmerald here. Welcome to the channel and thank you so much for coming and checking us out. Today we have our week 9 battle in the EWT, the league that we took over Team 4 with the last 3 weeks remaining. And as I said at the start of the video, I have no earthly idea what is happening with playoffs. Right at this moment, as I'm recording and about to go do this battle, I have I don't have my week 8 battle done, and there's a delay, and playoffs are starting the next week. I just don't know. I honestly do not know. I don't know what's coming into this. I'm not too certain as to what to really expect here. I'm just kind of going to go out and we're going to try and kick some moves, kick some balls, and maybe have a good time. That's really it. For me, these 3 weeks is mainly just trying to dip our toe back into Wi-Fi for the upcoming UBL season. If we got into playoffs, great, but it was mainly just trying to get us back into that Wi-Fi mindset after playing Showdown. So, hey, look, we'll see what happens, and we'll play it by ear. We'll see what happens. But yeah, our opponent's team, Slackout, his link to his channel is in the description below. Definitely make sure you go check him out. He's having a very good season. He will be in playoffs, so make sure you definitely go check him out. And his team, as you can see for me here now, consists of Jirachi, Dragonite, Scolipede, Crocodile, Primarina, Volcanion, Ditto, Gourgeist, Gordor, Rotom-Fan, and Wigglytuff. He's got some really cool mons there. Jirachi is a Pokemon that's near and dear to my heart, and unfortunately, it's a Pokemon I've never got around to drafting in a long time. It's probably something I should pick up again, because the last time I picked up Jirachi, we actually made it to a finals. So, is that true? We definitely made it to a finals with Jirachi before, so that's Pokemon near and dear to my heart, and that's a big threat we got to take care of. Dragonite is a big problem as well, it's particularly now that it's got reliable Jewel Stab, so definitely something that we got to watch out for. Scolipede can actually just sweep, it can just straight up sweep everyone, so that's a threat we need to respect. The Primarina and the Volcanion both hit very hard in special size, so we've got to watch out for that dual threat. And then he's got Ditto, which we also got to be very careful of. So we have to be very wary of our setup and some of the mons we bring, and make sure that we don't, that we play around the Ditto very carefully, and we don't allow Ditto to just rain havoc on us, because that would be very problematic for our squad. But yeah, that's his team. Let me show you what I'm bringing. So the first Pokemon I'm bringing is Solar Panel, the Helios with the Choice Specs, T-Bolt, Volswitch, Hyper Voice, and Dark Pulse is the moveset. We're bringing enough speed to ensure that we're able to outspeed a Jirachi that's basically built to outspeed our Braviary. Our Skuntank, sorry, our Skuntank. And the reason why I'm doing that is I kind of want to speed creep a little bit. Oh, sorry, not just speed creep the Skuntank, but also speed creep to the point where it forces Helios to be timid. So I've EV'd us to the point where we're at that. And then I'll put 2 in a special attack, and the rest is put into bulk. That's essentially what the solar panel set is. You guys wondering why I'm bringing the Sandveil. I just don't want to give Ditto Dry Skin at any point. I don't want to give Ditto a free immunity, right? And I'm not exactly packing the fire coverage here, so I said why not? We'll just bring the Sandveil instead. It just works out better for us. And that's basically it. We're bringing this Pokemon because he hasn't got too many answers for it. Helios can just hit everything on this team really hard with the Choice Specs. And I want to bring Helios in often and click moves as often and as possible as we possibly can. After that, I'm bringing Paper Cut the Kartana with the Occa Berry, Swords Dance, Smart Strike, Leaf Blade, and Knockoff is the moveset. I'm bringing enough speed to outspeed a full speed Jirachi. I'm not taking any chances with Kartana here. And the reason why I brought the moveset I have done and not brought Sacred Sword, for instance, is because I do not want to give Ditto at +2 the opportunity to kind of come in and revenge kill us with a Sacred Sword. Whereas with the EV set spread that we have, we ensure that Ditto cannot come in and knock us out with a knockoff at +2. So that was the reasoning behind that. And I brought the Occa Berry because if we were dealing with a Choice Scarf Jirachi with Fire Punch, then that way we'd be able to live 1 Fire Punch, and if we're at +2, we can click the knockoff and just slow down that Jirachi completely. So I felt like that was a really good idea, and that's why we're bringing the Occa Berry here as a little bit of additional setup. Next, I'm bringing Covert, our Dragapult with the Choice Scar set. Interesting EV spread here if you're kind of wondering what this thing is doing, so let me break it down. I'm bringing enough speed to ensure that we outspeed a max speed Scolipede. I'm bringing enough special attack to ensure that Fire Blast will what a KO a Scolipede. And I am bringing enough attack then to ensure that Dragon Dart hits as hard as possibly can, and then the rest is split across the defenses. Why am I doing all this, you guys? Basically, I want the Fire Blast, I want to wait to be able to revenge kill the Scolipede. I also want a ghost type move that's able to hit the Jirachi very, very hard. I want Dragon Darts because I want a move that's able to beat the Dragonite. I want, if Dragonite goes +1 with Dragon Dance, I want to rain the pult and just click Dragon Darts. And because Dragon Darts hits twice, even if he's multi-scale, we will be able to one-shot him with the Dragon Dart. So that's the reason behind that. And then U-turn is just a fast pivot. Let's be pivoting in and out continuously on this whole team, and that's beautiful, beautiful thing to be able to do. So yep, that's the pulse set. Very, very simple. Simple, but yet the EV spread is very, very complicated. But yeah, you guys get what I mean. Next up, I'm bringing Luna, the Alolan Persian. I'll just break down the EV set really quickly. I'm bringing the same speed as I'm bringing on Heliobisc for the exact same reasons I just previously mentioned. So that's what that's for. I'm bringing enough Fizz Def to ensure that a U-turn from a Jirachi isn't going to be able to 4 KOs, so that's really, really slick. I'm bringing enough Spadef to ensure that Calm Mind, so a +1 Jirachi, will never be able to a KOs, so that allows the Persian to be able to come in and do work. And then I have the 4 then in attack to be able to do a little bit of extra damage. Parting Shot, Knock Off, Toxic, and Foul Play the moveset. Parting Shot will enable us to get our Kartana in and set up. The Knock Off is a great utility. The Toxic would be able to just slow down Pokemon want to come in, like the Primarina on us, and then the Foul Play is for the likes of Jirachi, Scolipede, etc. that we may or may not want to be able to kick that move on. Next up, I have Sylvie the Sylveon. I'm bringing the leftovers. I'm bringing a lot of Spadef. I'm bringing enough Spadef to ensure that Primarina is not going to be able to do. It's not going to be able to 4 KOs if it's not invested in Scald, and then we also be able to kind of deal with a. I will also have enough left to deal with a Choice Spec Sludge Wave from a Volcanion. I have Toxic, Hyper Voice, Wish, and Heal Bell. I have the Toxic just to put Toxic on Primarina and Volcanion. I just want to put them on a timer and wear them down, because that opens up the door for Katana to come in and slap them up. I've Wish then to be able to just, do a bit of, just to be able to kind of bring some Pokemon AO on the Wish. Heal Bell because I anticipate Primarina to maybe bring Toxic, so I do not want us to trade Toxic and then made eventually worn down. I'd rather just click the Heal Bell on that, so that's the reason why I'm bringing that. And the Hyper Voice is our main stab move. And then lastly, I'm bringing Regenerous. I'm not giving this Pokemon nickname. I just I'm not giving it the dignity of that. Leftovers. I'm bringing enough Fizz Def to deal with Scolipede. So this is going to be our main Scolipede answer. We just bring it on Scolipede and we bring it on a Dragonite. That's what this thing's able to do. It's able to deal with both of them. Bringing in on those two. Poltergeist will be able to just cause havoc on those, and that's that. And that's what that Fizz Def is for, is to stop a +1 Dragonite from being able to 3 KOs or something like that. The Spadef is there as well, just to ensure that a Jirachi can't come in and just smack us with a Flash Cannon and 2 KOs. Then I have 12 in attack, so that we're able to just hit a little bit harder with the Poltergeist, and then 4 in speed, just to, because I've left over EV, so might as well throw it in speed. But yeah, that's the team. Let's get up into the battle. Alright, you guys, here we are in the battle. I see Dragonite, Primarina, Gourgeist, Crook, Jirachi, and Rotom. Personally, I am delighted, as I just take down the notes. Personally, I'm delighted not to see the Ditto. That is, I'm quite happy to, not to see that. I see Gourgeist. Interesting to see how that's going to work. I see Crook. No problem. I see Jirachi. And I see Rotom. The way I look at this team, you guys, is that our Kartana can run over this entire squad. There's no Scolipede, so that's never going to outrun it. So our Kartana can run over this whole team, which is absolutely fantastic. We just need to get the right chip and positioning, and our Kartana will be able to set up a Sword Sense and just run over this team, so which is really, really good. He might want to lead with the Crocodile. I don't think it's a bad idea for me just to leave with my Luna and get a Parting Shot off and just kind of see what we want to do from there. Because he might want to lead with the Crook, and then I can kind of pivot around that. If he might want to lead with Jirachi, I can pivot around that and go for a knockoff. So I think that's kind of a safe bet. And then if he goes into the Rotom, I can lead with the Sylveon. And we'll see what we go from there. Anyways, good luck, have fun, slack out. Hopefully we have a nice clean battle. That'd be nice. And we'll see how we get on. Little touch nervous. This is like as I said at the top of the video, I haven't done my week 8 battle yet. So this is my first Wi-Fi battle in... It's been a minute. It's going to bring out Venom, which is the Primarina. I'm okay with that. I could go for a... I'm just going to go for the Parting Shot. I'm not... I could Toxic this thing. But I am just going to go for the Parting Shot because a Moonblast is just too much here for me to deal with. So I'm just going to Parting Shot. Lower this thing down. I'm not going to go into Kartana here really aggressive because Even though we eat up any like offensive move this Pre-Marina may have, I don't want to be dealing with that. So I'd rather just go into my Sylveon here and let Sylveon deal with this thing as much as we possibly can, and we just work from there. I think that's the best method to this. As in comes to Sylveon, and we do see a Moonblast. That's fine. That did respectable enough damage considering that it was at -1. So this thing looks like it will be an issue. I am just going to go straight for the Toxic. I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm just going to go straight for the Toxic and see what we want to do from there. That thing could be Specs. If he wants to switch out, which he is going to do here, which I'm fine with that. Do you go into Gourgeist? Not the end of the world for me if you go into Gourgeist. Not the end of the world. If you go into Jirachi, that's fine. Satella. It is a Jirachi. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. That's fine. We do get a little bit of passive recovery off. At least I have an idea as to what's going on there. Unfortunately, I do not have the Baton Pass, so I couldn't just Baton Pass there. I was humming and hawing with Toxic Baton Pass and a few other bits and pieces, so that obviously does suck. I wouldn't be shocked to see something wild come out here, like with the Jirachi, but I am just going to go into my Luna because Luna is built to deal with this thing, and I can just then go for it. If he goes for the U-turn, that obviously does suck. Hard switch. I went to Velvet. That does suck. I'm not gonna lie, that does suck. That does suck. So he's playing it very, very well here so far. I am just gonna go for another parting shot though. That's all I'm gonna do. Do I want to switch it around here a touch? Wouldn't be shocked to see a flip turn here. Wouldn't be shocked to see it at all. And Jirachi coming back out in here. I don't want to bring in solar panel here just yet. I'd rather have Sylveon. Do I want Sylveon dealing with this all day? I don't know. I don't think so. Honestly, I'd rather just go in and Wish here for going to Sylveon Wish. I think that might be just a touch better, so I'm going to do that. Ooh, so we just play a little bit cautiously for now. I kind of want to just gain my bearings here. Yeah, there's the flip turn. That's understandable. Could have predicted that. Oh, I didn't want to. Didn't want to there at that point. We might want to start having to think about what he wants to do at this point. Here comes the Satella again. I would not be shocked to see U-turn at this point. I wouldn't be shocked to see it. I think because of that, I might go out into my Regenerist here and start figuring out what he wants to do just a little bit. Because I wouldn't be surprised to see the U-turn here. I would rather go into the Regenerist and just mix it up just a touch. And there's the Iron Head. Yeah, that's fine. He may not want to get the damage there. At least we got rid of this Serene Grace, which is nice. I don't know if he wants to stay in at this point. We could definitely scout for damage. I would love to get my rocks off, so I am actually just going to do that. Because him staying in here would be crazy to me. I think he just goes right onto the Pre-Marina. But me getting rocks off here and punishing the switches that we're seeing quite a lot of would be very, very nice. So I'd rather go out into the... rather get my rocks off. As we know, he's not scarfed. Let's beat that up. He's not choiced. He's not choiced. I see U-turn. I see Iron Head. And flip turn on the Pre-Marina. I have no idea what else is on the Pre-Marina, so I gotta be very careful with that. It was big. The Rotom Fan. I'm alright with that. I'm alright with that. Now, he might want to defog here. I could Poltergeist and like really hit this thing. I could go out into my... I could go out into this thing and grab a Shadow Ball and hit the Pre-Marina a little bit. Part of me wouldn't mind just clicking the Poltergeist here, just get damage off in this thing, because I think this is an obvious defog. Yeah. And I'd rather just get damage off in this thing and see what build this is. So we're going to go for the Poltergeist. Heavy duty boost, at least we know what his item is now. Nice damage. Nice damage. He's boots and he's defog. Okay. That's nice damage. Let's see. I could go for another Stealth Rock here. He might want to go for the Air Slash. I am going to go for another Stealth Rock here. At least I have an idea what this thing wants to do now, and I can, as we see, Pain Split. Ooh, well, that will hurt, but it's not the end of the world for me. So I'm just going to go for another Rocks. Okay, cool. That's fine. I think then at that point we could hard go out into Solar Panel or Healer Risk, because I'm expecting another defog here. He really does not want hazards on his side of the field, so I'm going to go into my Healer Risk. If he decides to switch it up and go for a Volt Switch, we should be able to eat that, and then he might want to go into Gorgeist or something. He does indeed go for the defog, which is fine. Now he is not staying in here, right? He might want to go into Crook or the Gorgeist. Now I'm going to go for the Dark Pulse, predicting the Gorgeist, because to me Gorgeist might be for me is more obvious. Claptrap. This Crook. Okay. We're just going to go for our own Dark Pulse here and just hit this thing a little bit hard, just get a little bit of chip. I just saw no Intimidate, so this thing might be scarfed. I think this thing is Moxie, and he may want to be doing some work on me. So I'm going to go right into my Loading Persian here. As we saw what it could do, I want to keep this Healer knocked around as much as we possibly can. A little bit of chip there, which is nice. And reveal the Dark Pulse, which is okay. In comes our Loading Persian. We see the Rocks. Interesting. Right, to me this is a free Toxic. I am going to go for the Toxic. If he goes into Jirachi predicting that, so be it. I'm okay with getting a Toxic here. I'm like a lot more comfortable with him as he goes into Velvet. Please land this. Please land this. Thank you. Thank you. As yeah, the premium is not choice, which is good to know. That suits us right down to the ground there. I'll take that all day. That's beautiful. Alright, we could do the... I think we could go for a parting shot here. At least I know I have this thing Toxic, so I can start wearing this thing down. No lefties. Oh, did I see lefties? I'm not quite too sure. I don't think I did. Alright. We pivot out. See, I did not bring the Water Absorber because of the Ditto, but part of me wishes I did. I think we have to go back out to the Sylveon, and I have to go for the Wish. Truth be told, I think we'll have to go for the Wish. Obviously this sucks, but it is what it is. As you see in Moonblast, I'm just going to go for the Wish this turn. And yeah, we do see the lefties. Perfect. There we go. Lefties. Now I'm okay like sitting here in front of this Primarina, but this Primarina will definitely switch out and go for the 5th turn this turn, I reckon, because he just doesn't want to stay in here while it's Toxic. Now I do want to go for the Wish, and as the Jirachi kind of comes in here, we'll see what it wants to do. But I will Wish, and we will probably go back down to our Regenerist then on the Jirachi. As we see a hard switch there, okay, into the Jirachi. Surprised not to see the 5th turn, which is kind of interesting. I'm just going to go for our Wish here. Do you go for the U-turn? Predicting my switch in. This is interesting. Or do you stay in? Do I be really bold? Do you stay in and go for the Iron Head? I don't think I can risk at this point in the game, right? And I am going to get Regenerist back up to full, and I can just get my rocks off. And whoever kind of comes in here, whether it be Crook or whatever, like, I think we're fine. I have the Primarina like Toxic, and that's huge. That is huge. So I think we're kind of good just to bring our Regenerist and kind of suss it out from there, I think. As I see a U-turn. Yeah, I could have scouted that. Being a little bit too passive, but we're okay though. It's not the end of the world. I am going to get wished up here, which is nice. Which is very, very nice. Sylveon is being worn down though by this Primarina, so we're going to have to come up with something different there at some point. I think the next time we get the Alolan Persian, we'll definitely have to like take a look at what we want to do with it here. The Primarina is probably going to come in here at this point and do work on us. I would like to keep I do need to keep this thing alive for the I need to keep this thing alive for Dragonite. And if I can get rocks up, that'd be nice. Because I did not bring House support because I wanted rocks up on his side of the field. So we'll see what happens. In comes Claptrap the Crow. That's all good by me. That's all good by me. We're going to get wished all the way back up. I'm expecting a knockoff here. Who do I want knocked off? And we have to go on to Luna here. I have to go Parting Shot. And then if he makes that double, which he didn't, which is fine. I think we go Parting Shot here, and then I think I can go into Kartana, and we can be a little bit aggressive. There's the knockoff. Because we need to start affecting the play a little bit more. So I'm going to go for the Parting Shot, and I'm going to let Kartana start doing a little bit of work here. Okay. Interesting. He elected to stay in. I still think this is very free for Kartana. And even if we do get knocked off, I can just kick SD here. So I'm going to just do that. So we see the EQ. You're not choiced. That's enough. Alright. Okay. We see EQ. I am clicking SD here. And I know Jirachi is not choiced. If Dragonite is choiced, then that's an insane brain. In comes Alice. The Gourgeist. This should be interesting. And you see, he knows I'm Aqua Berry now, so if he was bringing that fire coverage, he knows I was packing for it. We are going to kick the SD. Yeah, I'm going to put a bit more pressure on him here. I think we just go for the knockoff. Break this Gourgeist a little bit. I think that's what we got to do. Alright, okay, nice. That's still in plenty. What did you bring Flame for? Please. Oh, I don't think we live this though. I don't think we live this with the Aqua Berry. Because we nothing. Damn it. Okay, fair enough. It is what it is. Unfortunately, that did not quite work out, but I can bring in my Poltier. I can definitely bring in my Poltier. Now, question for me is, can I kill it with the Dragon Darts? I see this Gourgeist. I'm going to say you're like large. And I'm going to go Dragapult. Where's my set? Oh, that did not quite go according to plan there, folks. I will not lie. I think we can click shot. I think we can click. Oh, we can't click the Dragon Darts. I think we have to click the Shadow Ball here. I could click U-turn either. I think we have to click the. Oh, I could click Fire Blast. I think we have to click the Shadow Ball though. And regardless comes in, they come in. I think that's what we got to do. So we're going to do just that. As in comes Claptrap. That's fine. Now, two Shadow Balls. Can 2 Shadow Balls kill here? Nope. I should have probably predicted that switch, to be fair. I'm not making enough reads. That's the big problem I have here at the moment. Is that we are not making anywhere near enough reads. I'm just going to switch out. It will reveal I'm Scarf, but it is unfortunate. Right, okay, I have to start predicting what my opponents do because I'm literally reacting, not being proactive. I was proactive there with the Kartana, but like it wasn't enough. Okay. Right, now I can go for the Parting Shot here again. Weaken this thing down. I don't want to bring the Helios though. I would rather knock off and let this thing go down, I think. I think that's what we gotta do. And get this thing within range. Oh, there's the Chesto Berry. Okay, so it has rest on this. We somehow lived that, which is insane to me. Absolutely insane. Do I want to keep this thing alive? I think we could go for a Parting Shot here. You might want to just take this kill, but I'm just going to go for the Parting Shot, I think, instead. I think that's definitely the way forward. I think that's the way, that's definitely more so the way forward. And then we bring in... We go for the parting shot. Look, and just keep this thing as a sack. Who comes in here? There's nothing I really want to bring. There's nothing I really want to have come in here. I should have let that thing go down, I think, at that point. I could do it. Hilo is still knocking around because Hilo is still like very, very good at being able to kick moves. I could do it. I need you alive. But I think if I'm able to... Yeah, I think you might... Yeah, I think we bring the Regenerous. I think we have to. As there's another EQ. Yeah, that's fine. Let me think here. Let me think. I think at this point we can bring in... There's going to be a knockoff. Yeah. It's going to be a knockoff. I think we have to sack Luna. Yeah, that was a complete misplay right there. I am not playing good here, you guys. Will not lie. I'm not playing good. We are going to see withdraw. Okay. Now, our rocks will go down here. Like what's it called? We will let this thing go down. And we are going to be bringing in this Rotom in here. Which is fine. Which is all good. It's all good. And I'm bringing in... I think I'm bringing the Heliolisk here, right? Because... I can bring in Heliolisk and I can kick the Hyper Voice, I think. So I think I'll do that. Because I don't see him going into Gourgeist. Right, I just don't see it. I think he goes out into the Crook, creating the Dark Pulse. Oh my god, he actually read that. He read me kicking into Crook. Oh my god, he's reading me like a book. He is reading me like a book. Okay. Oh, I wish this thing wasn't choice at this point. It's not very, very good at all, you guys. I could bring in Sylveon. Alright, let's stop and have a think here, right? Because we can still win this game, right? Because we have the pulled and we have the premium Toxic. I can bring in Sylveon as he goes for a special type attack. We can go for Wish. I think we have to bring in Sylveon. Right, we should be able to eat up any hit from this thing. And then we have to bring in the... We have to bring in Pulse down at that point. The idea here would be... we are not going to live that, by the way. We're not living that. If we do, I'll be stunned. Yeah, we're not living that. So I think we have to bring the Pulse. And the Pulse kind of comes in. Let's have a think here. If Pull comes in, you can Shadow Ball. The Croak comes in way too easy though. Every single time. I could go on the solar. I think we could go on the solar panel and bait in something with the Hyper Voice. Could go on to Regenerous. Set up rocks. How important is rocks? Rocks would probably help me break. Actually, yeah, we bring in Regenerous. I think I set up rocks. And then we try and get Heliolisk and Pull to kind of hopefully win us the game. I think that's the way forward. With that in mind, I am just going to go for the rocks hard here. This Gourgeist may want to stay in here, but if I can get the rocks up, then that will push as we see Synthesis. Okay. That's annoying, but it is what it is. We get rocks off. We see the Synthesis. And I see Portuguese. But I do get rocks off. I'm very, very happy with that. I am indeed going to go for the Portuguese this turn. If the rock, yes, and there's the Power Whip. We should be. Oh, we dodged. That's huge. But sure, we knocked off his item. Yeah, that's true. Ooh, I forgot about that. I forgot he has no item. I didn't write it down. He has no item. I thought he was definitely... Alright, okay. Well, I didn't say... I thought he might have switched into the Rotom, but he didn't. Do I want to... I think we have to go out into our Heliolisk here. So I am going to do just that. And let him have a think about... He is going to draw. I'm okay with that. That's actually quite good. He's going to bring out Big, which is his Rotom fan. I'm cool with this. I'm going to bring in this thing. Now, if he brings out Crook, I can't really allow him to bring out Crook. Oh, Crook and Gold, they're a big problem here. I could go Dark Pulse, but I think Dark Pulse is the middle ground play because how low Crook is. I am just going to go for the Dark Pulse. I think that's the best bet for us going forward here, is that I click Dark Pulse and we just... Hopefully we can break through this Rotom fan a little bit. He does get to defog away. That's semi-unfortunate for us, but it is what it is. We just have to go for another one. At least we get rocks away on our side of the field, so I'm happy about that. I am just going to go for another Dark Pulse. And if this Rotom goes down, it goes down. If he brings in the Crook to reserve it, that's fine. I wouldn't be surprised to see Crook kind of come in here. Hopefully it is within range of 2 KO from our Dark Pulse. And if it is, then honestly, that's fantastic because we'll be able to pick that thing off. And that's one thing that we don't have to worry about too much. The Pre-Marina knock around is still a bit of an issue, so I have to keep the Heliolisk around for that. The Juniorus, he is going to draw here. Yeah, he was always going to draw. He was going to bring in, yeah, this thing to deal with it. Now, how much we do? He's at roughly like 51%. It's not great, truth be told, it's not great. He does have rest here, it looks like, so I think we have to go into our Juniorus here, and we go for the rocks. I think that's what we have to do. That's what we have to do. So he goes EQ, that's fine. Now knockoff should kill us this next coming turn, and I will be able to kind of go into pulse and just click U-turn, and we should be able to like position ourselves pretty nicely at that point, because either we kill this thing or we will get we'll force this thing back in and it'll be a 2-shot. So we'll be slowly kind of position ourselves here. Getting rocks I think might be a bit semi-important because he's trying to keep rocks out the field for his Dragonite, so I am just going to keep going with the rocks here and try and get them up. If he stays in, that's fine. There's the knockoff. That should kill us, by the way. It does not. That's fine. As anger point, that's interesting. We're just going to get our rocks off here, and that's going to force Rotom in at some point. Maybe I should have taken the kill there, but I'm not overly too worried about that. I am going to just go for the Earthquake at this point. If he brings in... Actually, I should have gone Body Press because Rotom Fan would have came in ultra hard there. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. I could go for the Poltergeist and just knock this thing out, but I would much rather get rocks and force this thing to knock me out. So I much rather have that scenario. And then get as he goes to the defog, that's fine. I'm just going to go for the rocks again. Keep him up because it just forces the Dragonite. I just have a feeling that Dragonite is not Boots. It's Bandit or something, so I'd rather keep that at bay. If he goes for defog again, I don't think he does go for defog again, so I am just going to go for a Poltergeist. If he does go for defog again, so be it. I think he just does go for the kill. He actually went for defog again there. Interesting. Alright. I wonder if he's got the Volt Switch and doesn't have an attack, like a move that can hit me. That would be interesting. But we are just going to knock this thing out though. So the Rotom Fan is gone. That's fine. If Crook comes in, I think with Gyarados who comes in, Softy, that's the Dragonite, right? Yeah. That's you. I think I have to go Poltergeist because we will. If this guy touches me with his physical attack, it gets the Wandering Spirit, so it loses multi-scale, and then I can bring in Pult and threaten it out. There's the Dragon Claw. I'm cool with that. You should get the Wandering Spirit there, right? You don't? Okay, I'm forced to go on pulled. Oh, cause didn't I lose my Wandering Spirit with the Crook, didn't I? That's right. I got Anger Point instead. Right, we have to come out into this thing, and I have to click the Dragon Darts. I've no other choice. I have to respect the threat that's in front of me. If he goes out into Pre-Marina, that's fine. Like, we can go into Helios and then we can click a couple of buttons. But we'll see what happens. The Jirachi could kind of also come in. He actually elected to stay in here with this Dragonite. That's fine. Oh, he's bulky. He's very bulky. And he'll go for his Dragon Claw. That should knock us out. There we go. That's fine. Yeah, that Dragon had the bulk. He had a build so that he could take that Dragon Darts. Right, and then okay, we have to go on the solar panel here, and I'm forced to lock myself into Dark Pulse. Yeah, forced to lock myself into Dark Pulse. If we get really lucky, we can win, but I doubt it. We just have to go for the Dark Pulse. If he's got E-Speed, he picks me off right here, but I think he might be banded with a bulk. So I think we just pick this thing off, and then he can pick me off with a. He'll be able to pick me off with the with the Crook. More than likely, he is going to draw this thing, which is interesting. He might want to sack this Crook and pick me off with the E-Speed Dragonite, which I totally understand. I can't fault him for that. But at least we will be able to pick this thing off, like with the Dark Pulse. So I am just going to go for another Dark Pulse here, and we'll see what happens. Not great by us, you guys. Well, down goes Crook. Perfect. And then the D-Knight should kind of come in if it's banded and kick the E-Speed and knock us out. That's how I'm looking at it. In comes Softy. Yeah, this thing should click E-Speed, should knock us out. It's a choice banded Dragonite. There's no way we're living it. So if it clicks anything else other than it, yeah, it does click E-Speed. Yeah, that's it. GG's to our opponent. Yeah, I think, guys, what happened was we were far too passive. Now I kind of went into the game not overly concerned about this one. But we were far too passive. Had I been a little bit more aggressive with making some reads, the game turns totally differently. I probably should have read the Gorg guys with the flamethrower at the very start, but it is what it is. You know, obviously that wasn't great by me, but that was the main reason why we took on doing the EWT, was to get back into that Wi-Fi kind of mood, because if we didn't get back into that kind of Wi-Fi kind of mindset, then we were going to be in big trouble down the road when we were going to be like back in UBL, because it's just a different kind of pacing to the game. So good that we kind of got, like, we're getting a couple of battles here just to get us back into that Wi-Fi kind of mindset. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up there today, folks. Make sure you check out my opponent's channel in the description down below. Look, guys, honestly, we're not going to make playoffs with 2 losses already, regardless of if week 8 goes or not. So that's going to be the end of our EWT season, but it was good just to get back into the, get a couple of games in, so like we're not waiting half season for the UBL to kind of come around and play Wi-Fi again. So that was good. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up there today, folks. If you liked the video, please click like button down below for me. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do so. And yeah, if you're not following me on Twitch, definitely go click the follow button over there. And yeah, I'm going to get on up out here on that note. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.